What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, yesterday we brought you the breaking news last night from Deadline that Olivia Wilde had signed on Indeed to direct the brand new quote-unquote secret Marvel film coming up over at Sony. And we definitely touched on industry insider reports from Mikey Sutton and one earlier from Charles Murphy that we're going to bring up again during this video that said perhaps it was a SpiderWoman film. Well, indeed, we got confirmation from the director herself. It is SpiderWoman. The only question now, is it Jessica Drew or Spider-Gwen? We're going to break down the earliest rumors about this property, whether or not Kevin Feige will indeed be involved as a co-producer, placing this in the MCU, and what it means for the rest of the Venomverse they're lining up with, of course, Venom, Carnage, Morbius, and now apparently Spider-Woman. We're going to break it all down, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel-related stuff, including this insane 1/4 scale XM Studios Beta Ray Bill and our third and final Infinity Saga box set. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around at the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, at the time of re-reporting this at the channel, right immediately after it broke as an exclusive over at Deadline, this was still being referred to as a secret Marvel film for Sony. Well, after the news broke and then made its rounds in all the normal Hollywood trades, the director Olivia Wilde herself retweeted one of the headlines with a spider emoji. So obviously this is Spider-Woman. It's been heavily rumored, and there have been reports as early as November of last year from industry insider Mikey Sutton that said a Spider-Woman movie was indeed coming, as well as a report from Charles Murphy earlier this year, quote-unquote, last he heard that Kevin Feige was open to co-directing a Jessica Drew film. Well, there's a couple of things we can take from this. First of all, it's no news now that Sony is trying to expand their Marvel universe in any way they can. That's what goes into Morbius and Venom. They have another character they can use in Spider-Woman. But would this be Spider-Gwen, as perhaps teased at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, or the more commonly held Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew? Of course, there's room enough for both characters, and with Spider-Gwen appearing in the Into the Spider-Verse cartoon, now in the upcoming second installment for that franchise, it's possible they're deciding to go the Jessica Drew route, at least for now, in the live-action Sony-verse until they can make room for Spider-Gwen. But there's a couple of things involved with that, and that's why when Charles Murphy said that Kevin Feige is open to co-producing, it's so important. Jessica Drew really ties to the rest of the Avengers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe a lot more than she ties to, well, this little unique corner of the Spider-Verse. Don't get me wrong, she crosses over in all facets, but those who remember the Jessica Drew iteration of the character, she's definitely way more tied to, say, the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Marvel Universe group of characters than Spider-Gwen would be tied to this small niche part of the Spider-Verse that Sony has going on. That's why if they're going to do a Jessica Drew iteration, it would only make sense to have Kevin Feige co-producing in a Marvel Studios capacity to be able to bring that under the MCU banner. Now, there are a ton of questions after this Morbius trailer when we finally saw Adrian Toomes' Vulture clearly in the trailer, meaning that in some capacity this is adjacent to the MCU. But if Kevin Feige isn't co-producing on this the same way he's not co-producing on Venom, if the rumors of their re-signing an agreement that Kevin Feige wouldn't be loosely involved with all these projects, then that means, again, it's not in the MCU, it's just adjacent. And while they may have some of the co-stars appearing, as we see here, Adrian Toomes, it doesn't mean that it'll be under the MCU banner, and that would be a shame for Jessica Drew's character because of her ties to most of the characters we've got now in the MCU. And not just the characters, but the Sword affiliation, the Shield affiliation, the new Avengers. She just plays into everything that seems like is going on in the storyline for Phase 4. Now, obviously, if you're Sony and you're willing to play ball, and Kevin Feige will give you the time of day in terms of co-production, then they would love to do that. Now they've got Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU, and they can go on and also get a Jessica Drew Spider-Woman in the MCU as well. Look, that's just more money for Sony, and I can't see why they wouldn't want to play into that. But again, that's if they can all play ball. There were a ton of rumors that circulated around that re-agreement between Disney, Marvel Studios, and Sony for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and one of the biggest rumors was that it would all be become one homogenous piece of art, that they would all work together, and that optimally Kevin Feige could oversee it all. But that's just being idealistic, especially if he's taken on all this Star Wars work. There's only so much of him, so much personal bandwidth. He can only co-produce on so much. Look, they've gotten away with it up till now, how Spider-Man has gone, but there's a real chance for them to derail here with Morbius. Quick side note, I know it's a hot take, I said what I said, but really with Jared Leto's performance in Joker, also having Tyrese as a part of the film, look, I love Fast and the Furious, and I actually think that Jared Leto in the right role is a good actor. My doubt is with Sony themselves. They were able to pull off Venom, sort of, and there's room for improvement in Venom 2, but with Morbius they could make a misstep, and getting more characters co-produced in the MCU just assures them the kind of billion-dollar box office, the sort of Tom Holland success that they're looking for while they try to experiment with the rest of the Venomverse, however that's going to go. Either way, this SpiderWoman film has been heavily rumored for so long now, and you guys always wondered about these industry insider reports. I definitely fade a ton of, I'll just call them comments here at the channel, suggesting that perhaps there's nothing real based in anything truthful here, but we've been reporting on a ton of this stuff for a while now, and we're just starting to see some of the rumors from last year and the earliest parts of this year come to fruition. And that's why I've always said, of all of the things we report on, even the Hollywood trades, and obviously instead of like the Reddit or the 4chan anonymous leaks, these industry insiders, those who are willing to put their name on these reports and stand by it when they're really the only source of this information, are always going to get a special reverence here at the channel because of the work that they do. And oh, how interesting it is to see some of these reports from earlier this year and late last year start to come to fruition, as now we're hearing about future projects for both Sony and Marvel Studios. Guys, let me know all your comments down below. Which character is it for Spider-Woman? Is it actually Spider-Woman Jessica Drew, or is it going to be Spider-Gwen? And if it is Jessica Drew, and you're an old school fan of the character, do you see what I'm saying about this sort of needing to be in the MCU, especially if we're going to have the Agents of S.W.O.R.D. coming up? It works perfectly for her storyline. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. I know some of you are going to be like, oh, of course, another British character. We actually don't have that many in the MCU just yet, so it would be a welcomed change. Let me know all your thoughts quickly. Let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, the next of which is at the 700,000 subscriber mark. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and that'll automatically enter you to win all the rest of the prizes here at the channel, like this insane 1/4 scale XM Studios Beta Ray Bill we'll be giving away at 750,000 subscribers, as well as our 3rd and final Infinity Saga box set. We've already given away 2 this year at the channel. This one will be given away in December at the end of the year during the holiday season. If you want to be entered to win the Beta Ray Bill, either of the PlayStations, or again this final Infinity Saga box set at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of the video, the same way we're doing here, and if you've missed any of those previous winner announcements, no worries, just go back to the channel, look for the winner announcement in the sub count in the title, click on that video, and scroll to the end. My name is Michael Roman, this has been Everything Always. Thanks so much for checking out the channel, and stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.